morning, students. Well, coming to the topic cell cycle part 4. Well, in the previous class I had explained you about the different type of divisions in the cell cycle. Well, coming to the interphase, I had explained what is meant by interphase and G1 phase, S phase in the part 3 of cell cycle class. Today, part 4, in this class we are going to study about G2 phase and G0 phase. Dear students, if you come to the G2 phase, it is called as a post-DNA synthesis phase. What is meant by post-DNA synthesis? Once the DNA replication is completed, the cell will proceed to the next stage is called as G2 phase. So, whatever the cells which had completed the DNA synthesis in the S phase, those cells will move to the second stage called as G2 phase. Then the stage is called as post-DNA synthesis phase. Generally, what happens now, during mitosis, there are different type of proteins will take part in the division of the nucleus. That means karyokinesis. What exactly happen in mitosis means, mitosis is just nothing but it's a karyokinesis, division of the nucleus. During the division of the nucleus, there are different type of proteins which will take part during this. So, such type of proteins especially called tubulin proteins. Tubulin is a protein which is the part of microtubules. Microtubules play a major role in the synthesizing of what is the spindle fibers. So what is the spindle fibers? Spindle fibers are the specialized structures which will play a key role in the separation of chromosome or dragging of chromosome to the opposite poles of the cells. So tubulin proteins are the specialized proteins synthesized in G2 phase. Rather than these tubulin proteins, there are different type of proteins also play a key role in the separation of cell, that means in karyokinesis. So those type of proteins also synthesized in G2 phase. So overall, after completion of G2 phase, cell will enter into the mitotic phase. But there is a small thing that there are some cells which do not undergo cell division, but they kept metabolically active. For example, when there is a tissue damage, when there is a cell repair, when there is a cell death, in such conditions, a rapid need of cells are there. New cells requirement is more in such conditions. In such conditions, to fulfill such emergency conditions, some cells will enter into quiescent stage called as G0 phase. This stage is where cells are metabolically active. But there is no cell division in the quiescent phase. When there is an emergency of requirement of cells, in such condition, these quiescent cells will participate in cell division to produce actively livable cells. Okay, that is called as quiescent stage. In animals, if you see here, heart cells do not divide. Heart cells do not divide. Okay, so whichever the cells undergo division, for that cells only these quiescent cells are going to be take part. Whichever the cells which will require the division capacity, those cells are going to be take part in here. Coming to in this stage, cells are metabolically active, but there is no cell division, and depending upon the requirement, depending upon the needy, the cells are going to be divided by the quiescent cells. That's about the G2 phase and G0 phase. Next step will go for the mitotic phase. So in mitotic phase do contain prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase that can be proceeded in the next class. Thank you.